Hi my dear agents, welcome back to day 6 of our AI agent journey. Today's topic sounds a bit technical, but I promise it's very simple once you get it. We are talking about prompt engineering, and now let me be real with you. Until recently I had no idea what prompt engineering even meant. I used to dump all my thoughts into ChatGPT and hoping for the best. And yeah, sometimes it worked. So I was like, okay cool, I'm already good at prompt engineering. But later I learned something more important about this and how this stuff actually works. And then I realized I totally messed up. And one more thing, if we are dealing with AI agents, we have to give clear instructions to them. And that's where prompt engineering comes in. Okay, so what is prompt engineering? Let's keep it super simple. It just means how you talk to an AI in a smart and clear way. Think of it like this. You're sending a message to your friend, get me something for the dinner. Then he might bring whatever he likes to eat. But if he says something like, get me one chicken biryani and a chicken fry, now you will get what exactly you want. Same goes with the AI. If your instructions are clear and direct, you will get the best output. So why prompt engineering is super important for AI agents? Okay, now let me tell you something. In normal ChatGPT chats, after getting the output, we can correct it. Like we can say make it better or add some more info to this or anything we wanted. It's basically just we can make changes to the output. But with the AI agents, it's different. They usually work in the background on their own, like reading an email, extracting data, sending a message, posting something on our behalf. So they don't get a second chance to ask you. That's why our first prompt has to be very clear. Otherwise the agent might take wrong decision and totally it might end up giving false information or giving the bad output. Okay, now let's talk about tokens. Actually, we already talked about tokens in our earlier videos, so if you missed those videos, go and watch them. We already covered some more basics about AI agents in those videos, so you will get a good idea about them. Okay, but today we are bringing back tokens again because there is a reason for that. Here, while we are writing prompts, tokens is our budget. Think of it like this. I don't know if you remember this or not. Before WhatsApp days, we used to send SMS and it has some character limit. Once we send the message, then we used to get charged from the SMS credits. And sometimes if we type long message, it gets split and sends it as two different messages. That's kind of how AI sees your prompt. AI doesn't read full sentences like we do. It breaks everything into tiny chunks called as tokens. For example, if you write a sentence like AI is smart, it becomes 4 tokens. Sometimes even one word can become 2 or more tokens depending on how it's written. So tokens are something like pay as you go type. Okay, why should we care about these tokens? Because the more tokens you use, the more it costs you, the slower the AI responds, and sometimes it even gets confused or stops halfway through. And in prompt engineering, prompt plus AI reply both count towards the token limit. And that's why it's very important to keep our prompts short and focused, avoid unnecessary details, use clear instructions. It's just like talking to a busy person. Soon after he answers the call, we should not talk any casual stuff. We should directly get to the point fast. Alright, after messing around with a bunch of prompts and watching some videos, I started following a simple structure. I named it as R.O.C.I.E. It just helps me to keep things clear and organized when I talk to the AI. Okay, now I'll explain what it stands for. R for role, it's just who should the AI pretend to be. O for objective, what do you want it to actually do? C for context, which is nothing but any background or setup info that AI should know. I for instructions is nothing but how should it do the task. E for examples. These examples are optional. We can use if we really need them. Okay, now let's take an example. We are giving the role as fitness coach. Here the objective is make a 30-minute workout. Context is for beginners, no equipment. And the instructions are like include 5 exercises, 3 sets each. Here in this case, example is not needed because it's not a complicated task. That's it. Now the prompt is super clear and here we'll get the best output. And honestly, this format and this structure works almost every time. Okay, now let's do a fun comparison between bad prompt and good prompt. First, let's look at a messy prompt like I used to give before learning this. Something like, hey, can you help me fix this mess? It's kind of all over the place and I just need it to make sense. This is confusing, right? Now let's look at a clear prompt. Turn this text into clear bullet points with headings. Now this is super short and clear. Now the AI knows exactly what it should do. Now let's look at some different prompting styles we can use. The first one is zero shot prompting. Here we just give the task, no examples, nothing. Just we'll give the task, for example, write a product description for a phone charger. Now we'll get the output. The second one is one shot prompting. Here we'll give one example and then ask our actual need. For example, let's say we'll give input as this laptop is fast and light, and the output should be something like fast and light. And now we'll give the actual task to the AI, that is, this backpack is waterproof and compact, and we can expect the output should be something like waterproof and compact. Now let's look at few short prompting. Here we give more than one example. Let's say in example 1, this phone is fast and cheap, and the output is fast and cheap. And also we'll give one more example in the similar pattern. This tablet is big and heavy, and the output is big, heavy. And now we'll give the actual task, which is this camera is light and powerful, and the output will be light and powerful. So in this few short prompting, we are giving AI more than one example so it can learn the pattern of the output. Next comes the chain of thought prompting. So here we are saying AI that don't give the answer immediately once after I ask the question. We are telling AI to think step by step before giving the final answer. For example, if we ask if a train A leaves at 10 a.m. going 60 km per hour and train B leaves at 11 a.m. going 80 km per hour, when do they meet? Now here if AI gives answer immediately, then it might give a random guess and gives out an answer. But we'll say think step by step and then give me the answer. So now AI responds with reasoning something like train A is 60 km ahead, speed difference is 20 km per hour, so they meet in 3 hours. The final answer will be 2 p.m. Now you might understand where chain of thought prompting is useful. This is great for math problems, logic problems, or any kind of task which needs reasoning. Now comes the role prompting. So this is the most popular way I can say. So here we'll give the AI a role. For example, let's say act like a friendly travel agent, plan a 3-day Goa trip. So now the AI goes into the role like travel agent role and then gives us the output. And next comes the structured prompting. Structured prompting is nothing but the R.O.C.I.E format, the role, objective, context, instructions, and examples if needed. So the structured prompting gives AI more clarity, and also with this we can reduce mistakes, random answers, or any kind of confusion. Okay, this is all about a prompt engineering. So here I want to say something. When I started, I used to write long, messy prompts. Sometimes they worked, sometimes they failed. But now, after using simple, structured, and clear prompts, I'm getting way better results than before. So, to wrap it up, while giving prompts, we should be clear, be short, use structure, we should give examples if needed, mind the tokens, choose the right style, and always avoid vague prompts. In one line, your prompt is your power. So if you like this video, hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in day 7. Bye.